Today, you're going to discover how to harness the power of AI to deliver world-class customer service that keeps buyers coming back while also reducing overhead and sidestepping potential issues before they arise. By the end of this video, you'll also know how to gather everything you need to build your AI-powered customer service bot, taking the customer experience to a whole new level. I'm Josh Rosenberg, the AI guy. Every week, my co-host Jonathan Green and I bring you the latest news, insights, and updates from the world of AI for business to make sure you stay ahead of the curve. Not only do we cover the newest developments and most incredible apps, but we also share exclusive training, tips, tricks, tutorials, and custom prompts that you will not find anywhere else. These are the same strategies we provide to our private clients, delivered to you every single week. And what you're about to see is just a small sample of the kind of training we bring you inside of the AI Accelerator Club. If you want to dive even deeper, you can get more information on the AI Accelerators Club, where you'll gain full access to all of our training and copies of every single prompt that we use. Just check the link in the comments. So, if you're ready to revolutionize your customer service and prep yourself to set up your very own AI-powered systems, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I've got some really cool prompts. Jonathan, you can see my screen?
Yep, looks good.
All right, cool. I'm going to leave these prompts in the show notes in the Discord, so you don't have to worry about copying these down and memorizing them. And anything you see in red, these are variables that you will replace with your own information. This is just for an example, so you can see how this all comes together. So our first prompt is to conduct a detailed competitive analysis for our industry or market. Well, I cannot tell you how many times I'm starting to work with a client, especially if they're in a field that I'm not super duper familiar with. And the first thing that I know I need to do is figure out who are the top dogs in that field. Who are the big players? What is it about them that is making them so successful? Because the only way that we can beat the competition is to know the competition. I think that might be Sun Tzu from The Art of War. Jonathan, I know when you've worked with clients yourself, this is usually a sticking point. Now, it's one thing if you go onto Google and you just say, who are the biggest businesses in this field, because you're going to get crap answers. You're really not going to get much. So figure out who the people are that you should be knowing about and trying to beat. This is a little bit tricky. So this is what this first prompt is here to do. So the industry or market that we're going to be going over for this demo is home cable resistance workout companies. So, those bands that you can work out, they promise that they're like an all-in-one gym that just slides under your bed. So that's who we're pretending that we're doing this analysis for. So the first part, and all we're going to do is copy and paste this whole thing into chat, but I want to go over it real quick. The objective: gain a deep understanding of the competitor landscape to strategically position our company. So cool. All of this is stuff that ChatGPT needs to know. And so what I'm going to do, the first thing is I'm going to delete this where it says industry or market, because it might confuse ChatGPT because we list our industry right afterwards. Number one, list our key competitors. And so we're, again, reminding it who our key competitors are. It's the home cable resistance workout equipment industry. Assess competitors. So we're going to see what their strengths and weaknesses are, analyze them, and perform a SWOT, where we look at their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and the where they can actually stand apart and separate themselves from one another. We have our goals of developing competitive research, and we want this to be laid out. Our deliverables are to be laid out in a very organized way. So all we do, once we filled in these two simple variables, just come right here into ChatGPT, copy, paste, and here goes about half a day's worth of competitor research done in about 10 seconds. And so look, it's going through all of the biggest competitors in that space. So TRX Training, Gorilla Bow, Body Boss. It's giving us our strengths and weaknesses, our competitive analysis, and SWOT: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. The threats are basically everything that's existential that we can't control. So in this case, economic downturn affecting customer spending, competition from established brands, potential technological disruptions. Here's all of our deliverables. And in case we need any additional tools to conduct further research, here's some suggestions for those tools. So this was just half a day's worth of work done like that. Before we record next time, I'm going to need to get better lighting on me because even though I've got 4 lights on me, I still look like a silhouette. So let's move on. The next, let me bring this down here so it's easier to see. Draft a professional and empathetic response to customer service complaints. Now, this is great if you're dealing with new customer service people. You have a brand new company or a brand new product, and you don't really know what all the complaints are going to be, and you don't really know exactly how to respond. Maybe you were doing the customer service yourself, and you kind of know how to respond intuitively, but you never really documented this. So what we're going to do is we're going to write down what our customer service complaints are, and the AI is then going to give us the output so that if you have a VA who really doesn't speak the language that well, they'll have no problem responding as if they do. So in this case, here's our variable. Here's the complaint. The customer is extremely rude and claims our product doesn't work as intended. We sell cool packs. I just made this up, which are large ice packs that cover people's arms and legs. They're meant to be worn after hard workouts to cool the body down and reduce inflammation. The customers complain that the cool packs are too cold and they don't see the point of using them since they don't work out. This sounds like a stupid customer because they're buying something meant for people that work out hard when they don't work out at all. But trust me, a lot of your customers will have stupid complaints like this. So again, all we're doing is copying, pasting this entire prompt. We filled in a variable with just a little bit of information about us. And now ChatGPT is going to produce the script that not only our customer service person can use, but that we can now document and put in our SOPs, put in a Google Doc, put anywhere so that in the future, the next time that a customer ever has this complaint, we have this response ready to go. Look, this is very professional and it's empathetic. It's taking their concerns into consideration. And in a very polite way, it's saying, listen, you're clearly not the person this is meant for, but that's okay. You're welcome to exchange it or refund it. Here's how you get in touch with our service team. It's trying to be very diplomatic and very nice. Normally, if this were me responding, I would just say, hey, dumbass, read what the product is for. But this is why I don't do customer service. John, when you're doing your customer service or your team does theirs, how do you prepare for those first complaints? You have a brand new product out. You don't know exactly what customers are going to complain about yet. How do you gather your data and kind of prepare your playbook?
So the most important thing is your terms and conditions. So you have to have those done before someone purchases. Mm-hmm. So once you have the terms and conditions, then you have something you can refer to. Otherwise, they wouldn't know your policy, right? You can't say I have a 30-day refund policy if there's no page that says that. So what I'll do is have that written out, and I'm always updating it to improve it. And then I'll link to that in a prompt with ChatGPT. Say, here's all my policies. Here's the email that came in, and here's the result that I want, which is to offer the person a refund or to say refund's not available, they're not eligible. And once I do those 2 things, right? So I have the 2 pieces of data, my policies, the email from the person, and then my goal is the desired result. I have ChatGPT write the email for me.
Nice. And what's cool is that as you're expanding your terms and conditions, and by the way, nobody's going to read that. Yes, it's there, it's in writing, and customers, if they bought something from you, they're agreeing to abide by the terms and conditions. But that's like reading the new policy when there's a new version of iTunes software out. No one's reading 60 pages of stuff. So it's important to have, and it covers your ass legally, but to have canned responses like this is great because as you start building your customer service chatbots, all of this data gets added to it. So now you won't need to have actual customer service people. you can have bots that do this, but unfortunately, that just requires a lot of data. So that's a project that you'll be able to tackle over time. But here's a real quick, easy way to start to collect the data needed to build your chatbots.
So feel free to leave a comment or ask any questions down below. If you're interested in learning more about the AI Accelerators Club and accessing the exclusive tools, training, and prompts, check out the link in the description for all the details. And if you'd like to see how I can help you grow your business and stay ahead of the competition by harnessing AI, then simply head over to smartaiventures.com to get in touch. All right. Thanks again for watching. Catch you in the next one.